What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And away we go from Brooklyn. Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They run. It's the rookie from UCLA. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking for a throw here. Into the hands of Cole. And he's taken down at the 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Ready up.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a 1st down from the 30.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hand off to the back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. This set of downs starts with an option right. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's a give up the middle. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling our running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Law sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Completed to his running back. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try him left side. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Allen comes out throwing. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
5 wide.
2nd down, Allen throwing again. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Look out!
Allen setting up to throw. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Alert!
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play action now with Allen. Hits his running back. And he goes out. Just need one more step there to reach midfield. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down. Now Allen off the play action. Complete out to the right. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives them the first. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run here from the gun. And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Middle. What's that?
Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He has the first over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And they're going to have a first down. We're through 1/4 of this opening weekend of football. Neither side separating much so far. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's the handoff, and he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Touchdown! He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, ooh, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Dragons tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Pass play coming here. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go, Shaq.
Option design here. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From midfield now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and just 2 to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
To throw here on 1st down. He's got it at the 6. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one complete to Njoku. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
But offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Alert, alert, alert! What's that?
Back-to-back carries here. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Brooklyn. 1st and 10 from the 41.
What's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He completes it in traffic. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And they'll have 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
What's that?
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. The 30. Gets the 10. And he's gonna go. It's a pick 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He's going to field this at the 2. Big lift from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
What's that?
Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. Short pass brought in. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I love throwing that 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They send a man in motion.
What's that?
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Go!
Allen gonna throw again. It is caught left side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
What's that?
To the air again. Allen escapes the pocket. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Putting a receiver in motion.
What's that?
Again, Allen to the air. Dumps it off to his running back.
You know, so often we hear of a pass and catch downfield taking timing and anticipation. Well, the screen is actually something that takes a lot of practice reps. There are so many moving parts, from the lineman to the running back to the timing with the quarterback. That's well done.
He's on the move. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll get him back to 11.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
79 Broncos. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out the clear. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get more points to end a lopsided first half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Returns looking good so far. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
At their own 34-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
He'll throw it. Finds his back complete. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half.
That's the end of the first half.
That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Return starts from the goal line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Allen. Caught by his back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
What is that?
Blown back, gets the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. Third down coming.
What's that?
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give him a first down.
What's that?
Allen looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Another carry for him. And he takes this down to around the 39 before he stopped. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You spring a big game like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Allen now on first down. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. Second down. They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Go.
Dropping back to throw. And that one's incomplete for now. It brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Bucs ready to send it away on 4th as Jake Camarda runs on to punt it. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. Ball at the 33 for first down. It's Allen out of the pistol. He put everything he had into this one. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown. The Dragons shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons make it an 11-point ball game. Coughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Starting at the 10. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. He's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
They'll run here on 1st down. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
It's a design boot. Buying some time right. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they'll get ready to go on offense.
Alert!
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
What's that?
Now Allen off the play action. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. This one intended for the running back. So it'll be 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
What's that?
Allen on 3rd down. Run out left. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Dragons getting their punter out there. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready!
Back now, pressure on its way. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st down, they'll run. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Setting up a throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Okay, ready?
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
70 Lions.
Back to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
We're working a couple of yards past the line. Wrapped up on that play by Big Quinton Williams. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He puts together a gain of 2, and we are at the end of our third quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
He'll throw it. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
On the set.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Pass for 11. Pass for 11. Ready?
Looking to the air here.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Cougar 19. 70 Timberwolf. 19.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. So now from a bit further back, here's 3rd and goal.
Set. 19. Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 18.
Dragons 17.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. Hauled in left side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate. It turns into a nice gain.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Look out!
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Fits it through the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a 21-yard gain. And it sets up 1st down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. It is caught left side. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
5 wide. What's that?
Allen gonna throw again. He has the first over the middle. And in for the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Dragons make it an 11-point ball game. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Hey!
Here's the one back on the handoff. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's off again. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here we go, set.
Here's 2nd and 11. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. So the defense scores, and now their offense coming out for two more.
Offense will line up for a two-point conversion.
They give it to the back on the zone read. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Keep the score Buccaneers 35, Dragons 30. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. You look pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go now.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Gets this to Johnson. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
Setting up to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go. 18 back, 18 back. Go.
Looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. Hits his running back. He's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
What's that?
He'll look to throw it. He's got a man left. As this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15.
Look out.
Back to throw. Chased out to his right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Look out.
To throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. The Dragons jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead.
And he's into the end zone. So that turns out to be a very smart Coughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Oh, he shovels it forward, complete. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ready, ready.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10.
Go! 19 side. 19. 60 down. 60 down. Let go.
Back to throw now. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Hands up Buccaneers, 1st down.
Still sticking with the passing game. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Okay, break.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal.
7 pirate.
From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Get it.
They'll throw it again. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Ready. Rock on, lady.
Here we go. Right up the gut. And he's in. And that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It's Allen out of the pistol. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from Brooklyn.
She 808.